Right, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Waha Recha Kodash. Right, this is just a quick hit, man, quick spiritual run, if you will, through the spirit. I was meditating on something. The spirit was on me, just take the phone out and record this, man. And my battery's gonna run out any minute, so you know, I was watching a few clips, and hey, man, the saying goes that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, man. Right, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Meaning what? Meaning that you could think and believe that what you're doing is the right thing, according to you, according to what you call right and wrong, according to what you call good or bad, right? You could be sincere, man, right? But you can also be sincerely wrong, right? You could be sincerely wrong. Again, that's why the saying goes, right? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And many of our so called leaders, right, elders, if you will, that we've had that have come and gone. You think about the most famous ones. You're talking about, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. These are just a few of our ancestors that believed that what they were doing was the right thing. About the Black Panthers and what we know only a lot of these men were set up by the enemy. But even then, at one point in time in their life, throughout their journey, they believed what they was doing was the right thing for their people, right? And what did it lead to? It led to us still here to this very day, going through it worse than we ever have as a nation, as a people, as the Israelites. Showing you that that weren't the way, right? That weren't the way. There's only one way, and that way is down that straight and narrow path, man. Through Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father and His Son. That's the only way, man. Right? Every other way, the broad way, all those ways lead to hell, to the grave, to death. Right? So again, you could believe that what you're doing is the right thing, like a lot of our people do. Right? And what we have to remember is that we're living in a time where good is being called evil and evil's being called good. That wickedness is the norm in today's society, especially over here in the Western Hemisphere, right? So again, you know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, man, right? In Proverbs, it reads, roughly paraphrasing, it says, "There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the ways thereof lead to death, man." So you could believe that you're doing something that's good for you, your family, or your community, or your people as a whole, right? But if it's not ordained by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, if it's not according to the word and the will of the Heavenly Father, it's gonna come to naught. It's really that simple, man. And our people still ain't learned that yet, right? It's a good idea in your eyes, right? But they ain't part of the Heavenly Father's plan. And this is why we're better off. This is why we're better off not leaning on our own understanding and in all our ways acknowledging Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. That's the way that's going to lead to everlasting life. That's how we're going to prosper as a people, right? Plain and simple, man. So yeah, just something that was on my mind, man, through the spirit. Just a quick message, man, to you Israelites out there. Any other way but down the straight and narrow path that leads to Yahweh, right? That straight and narrow path being Yahweh Shai, man. He's the way, the truth, and the life, man. And through Him, we're going to live. Through Him, we're going to prosper and have abundance, man. Any other way ain't going to cut it. Plain and simple, man. So, I'll leave it there, man. All praises, honor, and glory be to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Waha, Recha Kodash, right? Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, right? And shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.